Hey guys, it's Chelsea. It's Saturday night, and before I'm going out with one of my friends, I thought I would sit down and film a video for you guys, and I've got it all written up. But yeah, basically I wanted to make an advice video about how to use Tinder. As I've said in a few videos now, I'm on Tinder and Bumble. Those are the two dating apps I'm using right now. And I want to just kind of make an advice video about just since I've been on it, what I've kind of realized are little tips and tricks to kind of using the app the best way possible, especially if you've never been on a dating app before, which I don't know how in 2018, how you've never been on one, but if you haven't, these are my tips and tricks and recommendations for kind of using it to the best of its ability. And I like being on dating apps. Sorry, I just got out of the shower, so if I'm looking a little red, it's getting a little hot. But anyway, what was I gonna say? What was I in the middle of saying? Oh, I'm on dating apps just kind of like seeing what's out there and just kind of putting myself out there and just kind of having someone to talk to. I know people that have had success. My sister met her boyfriend on there. We have a friend that met her now fiance on there. But both of those situations, they had like a lot of mutual friends. It wasn't someone completely rando, and that's kind of like part of my advice. So anyway, if you want to know, what my recommendations are for using Tinder, keep on watching. Okay, so the first thing, and this is really important, before you start using any of these dating apps, before you set up your profile, is to decide what you want out of it. Because it's something that's definitely going to come up pretty soon, and it's going to set the tone for how you're going to use the app. So decide, are you just wanting to hook up with people? Do you want a relationship? Are you just looking for casual dating? Are you looking for something serious? What do you want? Because there is different types of dating. There's casual dating where you're seeing other people and stuff and it's not too serious, but you hit each other up when you want to go on a date and when you want to talk about your week and what's been going on with you and stuff, and maybe it'll progress into something serious, but or you're just looking to hook up. And in that case, you can take some of my advice, especially my next thing, as far as choosing those people to do that with. But there's nothing wrong with that. You can do what you want. It's your body. But just, understand pregnancy and STDs are a thing. And just because you want to have a good time doesn't mean that's how it's going to be the next day. So anyway, yeah, just kind of decide what you want and let that decide. I think it also decides like what's in your bio and your pictures, because I think if you're just kind of looking to hook up, you would show more pictures of like your body and stuff, and you'll see, as a girl using it, I see guys on there all the time where it's just like their body and they hardly even show their face, and that's, that's what they're on there to do, so they're just going to show their body. But of course, if you're wanting a relationship and something more serious, then I would put different pictures of you, being out and about, and that really kind of display who you are and your hobbies, you're fishing, if you like fishing and things like that. And of course, your bio. Definitely, people are very straightforward. I'm just on here for a good time, however they want to word it, and then that's what that person wants. And if that doesn't align with what you want, then you should swipe left. Swipe left is bad, swipe right is good. So that means you like the person, and if you both swipe right on each other, then you match and you're able to talk to each other. So yeah, very superficial, but whatever, it's still around, so something must be working. Okay, so number two, my advice number two are just kind of my recommendations for people to swipe right on. Again, this kind of depends on what you're wanting out of the whole situation, but if you have mutual friends, on pretty much all dating apps, you connect it through Facebook. I think you can do it without doing that, but I wouldn't, because connecting through Facebook is good, because it's going to show the different mutual friends you have. And Tinder is weird now. It used to only show mutual friends that you have, but now they have first and second mutual friends. And I think second mutuals are like friends of friends, and first mutuals is you have this person as a friend and that person has them as a friend, and that makes it super easy to look them up. But I've noticed if they're like a second tier mutual friend, like it'll say second next to it, that doesn't necessarily mean they're friends. I don't know if they're friends or have liked a photo of this person before or how they figure that out. But yeah, you know, having mutual friends I think is great. That way it's not someone completely random, and if you're ballsy enough, you can ask that person about them. Hey, like, how is this guy? Like, is he cool? Is he straight? Like, what's the deal? If they have more than one picture, I think is important. People that have one picture, there are catfish on these apps, you guys. They're not just on Instagram and stuff. They're on Tinder, you know. People that like to catfish, it's a great platform for them because you sit there and have this long ass conversation and stuff, and you know, you just end up leading people on, and it's pretty easy to do that. So the best thing is to really look through their pictures and make sure they have more than one picture. And make sure they live where you are because you will notice that you can pick like a range, like a mileage range of how far you want to go. I just kind of let the app, I don't pick a certain mile range, it's just whatever it's set to. And you can match with people that are like thousands of miles away. Like, it's happened to me before. There's like Tinder World now where you can match people around the world, and that's, I think, more for like, you know, almost like pen pal type shit, you know. It's not, or hey, long distance, I guess. But anyway, so I matched with someone in like fucking California, and I didn't even realize it till after, and I was like, wow, like, this sucks. So, and it's just kind of a waste of time. You're not going to be able to see that person without, you know, paying for a flight or something. But you can look into it, maybe look at their bio, because they might just be traveling. They might be from where you are, but they might have just like left town that day, and I don't know. So anyway, look at the mileage, people. And another one, I actually got this from Lizbug. If you guys know Lisa Schwartz here on YouTube, she made a video about, you know, how to use apps, and one of her recommendations, I think this is a good recommendation, is that they have pics showing their face and not just glasses or looking away. You'll notice some people's profile, they'll have a lot of pictures with glasses on or looking away, and she said that to her that's kind of an inkling that they maybe have bad teeth, or, you know, there's something about their appearance that maybe they're trying to hide. I know that's kind of shallow, but it's true, and people do it. I mean, I've seen like the guy had like, you know, a couple pictures with glasses on. I'm like, oh, he's super cute. And then with the glasses off, he looked like a whole different person. Suddenly he like had a ton of facial hair, and yeah, he didn't look the same without the glasses. So, or a lot of pictures of them looking away. You know, you can swipe on whatever you want to swipe on. It's just kind of a recommendation, a little bit of a caution that maybe this person is trying to hide something about their appearance. And then, of course, you know, look at their bio, obviously. See what their bio says. It says a lot about a person. People will be pretty forward on there if they're just wanting to hook up. Or if they don't have any bio at all, you can choose not to swipe on someone because of that. I kind of do that. I think, like, you should be able to say something, you know, not just nothing. So a little bit about yourself. You don't have to go crazy, but just, hey, I'm, you know, name's Michael, I like to fish, you know, looking for something serious. I don't know, whatever. Okay, so my third one advice is not to give out personal details or social media too soon for creepers and people that want to use you. So basically, this is something I've run into, and I'll admit it, is people using these type of platforms like Tinder and Bumble to kind of like gain followers and stuff. So basically, you'll be talking to someone, they'll be like, hey, what's your Instagram? And you like follow each other, and then you don't hear from them again. That's happened to me twice now, and I'm just like, okay, I'm over it. I am not giving my social media out. I think Snapchat's a good way to go because, you know, how many friends you have on there doesn't necessarily matter, you know, it's just a way to communicate with like your face. But, you know, Instagram and Twitter, and stuff, I wouldn't add people on there too soon because people do use people for followers, and I'm like still following this guy, and I want to unfollow him, but I want to message him one last time and be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, why are you using this to like gain followers? Or did you like not think I was cute when you followed me? I don't know, but anyway, so, and obviously not to give out personal details and stuff too soon, like your last name and whatnot. One of my pieces of advice is to stalk the person, but anyway, just try not to give too much out too soon. A lot of people will be like, oh, you know, like want to follow you on Instagram or add you on Snapchat like really soon, and I just tell them, hey, you know, I think it's a little soon for me to give you that. Can we just keep talking on here more? They'll use excuses like, I don't really use this that much, and it's like, okay, well, you must have been using it the other day when we freaking matched. So You lying. But yeah, so, and also for stalkers and stuff, because that can progress out of things like that. Okay, so advice number 4 is to stalk the person before you meet them. It should be connected through Facebook or whatever. Yeah, this is important, you guys. Please, I mean, I do this whether or not I plan on meeting the person or anything. You know, I go on Facebook and look at the profile, see if we have any mutual friends, look them up that way. You can look someone up on Facebook just by their name and their job. Like if it says they work at Publix, type in, because it only gives first names, not last names on these apps. So type in their first name and, you know, where they work, like Publix, which is a grocery store in the South. Type that and you can search through, and usually they'll pop up, you know, if they're in school or whatever, because things like that if you connect it through your Facebook, those things pop on there as well. So you look it up that way, their name and what school they're going to, their name and their whatever, and you just do it that way. Or if you guys exchange Snapchats and their last name is in the Snapchat, do a quick Google search or a Facebook search. This is definitely important because I have found some shit, you guys. This guy, you know, he had pictures that were definitely really old, because when I saw his mugshot, yeah, his freaking mugshot, you know, we matched on Tinder, we were talking for a couple days, and he looked really great in his pictures and stuff, and then I Google his name and I see his mugshot for some sort of like Grand Theft Auto or something. And you know, it's one of those things where take it with a grain of salt. You know, sometimes it's good to ask him about it, because it could have just been like a misunderstanding, like his aunt called him because he took the car or something like that. But either way, he had a mugshot and I wasn't comfortable with it. It was like a fucking felony charge. So and he did not look anything like his pictures, so stop talking to that guy. But it's important because there's people on here with like records and stuff, and you have to look at that and make your decision on whether that's something you want to deal with, whether it's something you want to ask him about, or something you're just like, hey, this is too much for me, you know, my parents or whatever, if they see this. So yeah, and also there is another person that I looked up. It was actually a guy that I went on like 2 dates on, actually like pulled a gun on someone at some point, and I ended up asking about it, and he said it was like a BB gun or something, and it was a misunderstanding, and it was because of where he lived that article got printed, because they'd had issues with like gun violence before. So anyway, I asked him about it and I believed his answer, but it was still just, you know, kind of a shocker. And it's something where, hey, if I wasn't willing to deal with that, if I didn't feel like I would be safe or something, then I wouldn't have met up with him. So anyway, it's very important to stalk the person because they have to have some sort of social media if they're using an app like Tinder or Bumble. So you just got to go and find it and stalk them a little bit and make sure that everything's on the up and up. And then obviously advice number 5 is when you finally decide to meet a person, if someone's being really weird about meeting you. Now, I'm weird about meeting people. You know, if someone asks me the same day they start texting me to meet them, I'm automatically turned off. Like, no, that's way too soon. Usually within like a week of talking to someone, not just on there, but like exchanging social medias and stuff as well, then I might be willing to meet them. And obviously you want to meet in public. I don't know if you can do this on Android, but on iPhone you can share your location and do that, you know, share it with a friend. You know, if you're going wherever you're going, send them the address or whatever. I definitely would not meet someone at their house or anything like that. Like, I don't care if you FaceTimed and you've seen this person and stuff. I don't care what the situation is. You do not know people's true intentions until you meet them. You're meeting complete randos online you would not have met if it wasn't for the app. Please don't, you know, get excited and giddy like, oh, it's a date, you know, whatever, I'll just meet him at his house and we'll go. No, girl, meet him. Jeez. Meet them in a public place, share your location, and if you don't have a location sharing service, there are apps you can use, like family sharing apps that are free. You and your friend can download it and then they'll see where you are at all times. And hey, you guys, it's 2018 and shit happens and you can't be like too safe about it. And then my last piece of advice, so I can end this video finally, is to just have fun and not take it too serious. You guys, this is, you know, this these dating apps and stuff, they're supposed to be kind of fun and lighthearted. And of course, there's people like myself that are looking for something a little more serious, not necessarily at first, but are looking for something a little more serious, more relationship type. And there's other people on there like that as well. But it is something that's supposed to be more lighthearted and fun and maybe kind of open you up a little bit to different people and stuff. And yeah, like I've actually started talking to more guys that are in the military. It's something I wasn't really into at first just because, you know, people that are in the military and it's already happening, they, you know, have to work like a weekend out of a month and a week or 2 weeks or something out of the year, depending on what branch they're in. Anyway, they have to go away, obviously, even if they're in the reserves or active or whatever, they have to go away every now and then. And that's something I didn't necessarily want to deal with, you know. I don't like long distance relationships, so, but I've been talking to more military people and stuff, and it's been cool and nice, and a lot of them are like super awesome, cool, like gentlemen and stuff, so we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so it is something that kind of opens you up and talking to new people, but definitely you don't want to waste your time. So make sure that you know what you're on there for and stuff, and let that kind of help your decision making on it. But anyway, so I'm gonna go. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm not sure, I don't have another video idea yet, but I will get one and I'll make the video and upload it for you guys. Thank you so much for just kind of letting me take some time and kind of deal with everything I've been going through. I'm still working through it. I'm still working through the emotions right now. If you didn't see my last video, I've been going through a lot lately with my emotions and whatnot, but I'm working on it. I'm getting better every day, and soon we'll be back to normal for sure. So I'll see you guys next time here on Life with Chelsey. I hope you're having a great day, great night, great week, and bye-bye.